Schickelman bringing the ball up. Gets it down low in the corner. No good from 3. Rebound, Wheaton North. They go back up with it. Second chance points are no good. Rebound. Rebounded by Fare.
No, Wheaton North has a lot of tall people on this team. They got the 6'5" forward Ben Gilmore, and they got the 6'4" guard/forward Cal McKay.
Rebound there by Schlickman. Driving into the lane, kicks it out. Schlickman, deep 3, no good. Rebounded by McKay. Out of bounds, last touch by Wheaton North. Great job by McKay to get the offensive rebound.
Wheaton North staying in the paint, making sure they can't get out those easy layups, but that might be their weakness because they do have a lot of three-point shooters on this team.
Tipped out once again by Hinsdale South. Remains Wheaton North ball. Schlickman to take the inbound. Gets it to Channing. Channing down low. Number 3 going to work. Goes up with it, and it's good. McKay, good from down low in the post.
Hornets try to make sure that 6'4" senior forward doesn't get those easy layups when he gets passed to in the paint.
Number 4 from 3. His shot is good. That's Tavelli. Good from 3.
Great shot by Tavelli there, really making sure he can get those easy shots down when he's outside by the 3-point line.
Number 11, Beamer gets it to Schlickman. Channing trips there. Foul called. Wheaton North ball here. Channing to take the inbound now. Gives it to Schlickman in the backcourt. Schlickman's got to get it past half here, and he does. Schlickman swings it to Channing. Channing to McKay. McKay back to Channing. Down low to Beamer, and he's fouled. Fouls on the floor, will be an inbound on the baseline. Timeout called here. 30-second timeout. First one called by Hinsdale South. John, what does Hinsdale South need to do to get back in this game?
Well, Hinsdale South really needs to make sure that they get the three-point shooters that are on Wheaton North really covered down. They do have a lot of three-point shooters on this team, but they also do have a lot of tall people on this team. You know, this Wheaton North team has 6'5" forward and a 6'4" guard forward. So if they really want to get back in this game, they really have to put all the pressure on those two people.
Well said, John. Schlickman to take the inbound for Wheaton North here. Coming out on the box play. Down screen, looking. Channing gets it. He takes his 3. No good. Rebound, McKay. McKay, outlet to Schlickman. He goes from 3. He's good. Schlickman, first 3 ball of the day. Schlickman getting in the scoring column there. Tavelli gets it down low. Ogle-Lisby, no good. Rebound, McKay. Schlickman gets it down low. No good there from Beamer.
Real nice
Tavelli to Aluzbunde.
Real nice pass there by Schlickman, just unfortunately couldn't get it up on that other play.
Hinsdale South offense coming alive here, getting a couple stops. Hinsdale North only up by 3 now. McKay, Schlickman for 3. No good, just short. Taville with the rebound. Travel there by Taville. Took just 1 too many steps. Checking in for Hinsdale South is number 20, Christian Hardrick. To the bench goes number 22, Nico Therapos. Channing take the inbound here. Channing receives the screen. Schlickman gets it in the backcourt. Crosses half. McKay. Beamer back to McKay. McKay working at up top, number 10. That's Ribbles. Beamer in the high post. Gets it to Channing. Channing up with it. No good. Rebound McKay. He misses the second chance point. Farrer gets the rebound.
Hinsdale South learning from their mistakes, making sure to guard all those people down in the paint. They did have a triple team at one point.
McKay with the steal. He goes coast to coast. And one for McKay. Great finish there. Cal McKay finishing through contact. Going to the line for one more. Cal McKay going coast to coast there. Getting a steal. Going downhill. Creating his own offense. And he's good from the stripe, completing the three-point play. Coming in for the Hornets is number 10, Colton Lynn. Farrer gets it to Lynn. Lynn trapped, gets it to Farrer. Farrer pushes it up to Tavelin. Farrer to Tavelin. Down low to 20. Little baby hook is good from number 20. That's Christian Hardrick.
Tall man down in the paint, able to easily get up that easy layup there. Passing it all around, looking for anybody down at the three-point. Schlickman passing it down in the paint, goes up for the layup, is no good.
35 foul on the shot. That's Shane Deerschlick.
Stepping up for the three-pointer, number 35, Shane Deisnex.
Deerick makes the first one. Coming in for Hinsdale South, number 32, Grant Deerdrich. Deericks makes good on his second free throw, going 2 for 2 from the line. Lynn pushing the pace, gets it to Farrer. Now to Deerdricks. He's trapped. Tries to get it to Lynn. Stole tip there. Remains Hinsdale South ball. Number 2, Ryder Forby gets a hand on it there.
Wheaton North coach not happy with that call, arguing with the ref on the sideline.
Hardrick taking the inbound, gets it to overpasses from Farrer. Number 10 steals it and goes in for the layup. That's Matthew Raybols.
Matthew Raybols seeing the opportunity of the overpass ball, easily getting that layup.
Tries to get it down low to Alexander. Bump there, foul called. Hinsdale South inbound at the baseline. Hardrick checking back into the game is Beamer. Coming out is Deericks. Hardrick tries to get it in. Stolen by Froby. Schlickman going to work on Lynn. Makes a man miss. Goes up with it. Farrer with the block. Stays Wheaton North ball as Farrer touched it last.
Great block by Farrer there.
Schlickman to take the inbound. Wheaton North going back to this box play. They get it to Ryder Freeby. Froby. Beamer gets it to Schlickman. Schlickman looking for Beamer, can't get it to him. At the top of the key. Freeby. Schlickman, deep three, it's good! Schlickman heating up from deep now as that's his second 3 in this first quarter.
Schlickman with the ball is dangerous, not only as a shooter but also a passer. Whenever he gets the ball and he knows he can't make the shot, he's always looking for a teammate to pass to.
Schlickman comes out there. Number 20, William Channing coming in his place. Lynn with it. Far rare. Stolen by Channing. Channing going coast to coast. He can't handle it. Touched last by Lynn. Wheaton North will get the inbound on the sideline. Froby to take the inbound. Gets it to Rabels. Rabels crosses half. Channing now with it. Drives baseline. It's good. Easy layup there for Channing. 20-7. Wheaton North just taking over this game. Channing got a hand on it there. Couldn't complete the steal. Hardrick to take the inbound from Hinsdale South. Coming into the game is number 24, Noah Tarapos. Also checking in is Beamer for number 10, Matthew Rabels. Far rare. They get it to Deirdre. Stolen. Beamer going coast to coast. Tries to get it down low. Far rare with the steal. Hinsdale South trying to push tempo here. They get it to... We do not have number 35 on our roster. Lynn now with it. Lynn trying to make something happen. Now Tharapos, he's trapped. Wheaton North picking up the intensity on defense. Stolen by Channing. Beamer going coast to coast. Euro step. And finishes the and one. Beautiful play there by Channing and Beamer. Channing getting the steal, then getting up to his man. Beamer going with the Euro step and finishing through contact.
Wheaton North taking over the game on offense and defense. Doubling up on him there when he was trying to pass, getting the easy steal and going up for that layup. 22-7 in the first quarter of this game. Hinsdale South is going to really have to make some adjustments going into the second quarter if they want to take it back.
Beamer, no good from the stripe. Far rare grabs the rebound. Lynn with it. He's getting trapped. They try to get it to Deirdre. He's got it. He goes into the paint. No good. Blocking foul called on number 3, McKay. McKay unhappy with the call there. Believe he had his feet set.
He's going to go for 2.
Grant Deirdre makes the first. Wheaton North's starting lineup is back into the game with Schlickman and Gilmar coming back into the game. Alexander coming in for shooter. Deirdre subs out with that as Alexander comes back into the game. Schlickman back at point guard. Bringing the ball up. Guarded by Lynn. Schlickman loses his handle. Gets it to Channing. Channing guarded by Farrer. Just trying to make something happen. Gets it to Beamer. Now McKay down to Beamer. Beamer baseline. No good, but he's fouled. Number 35 with the foul there. We apologize as we do not have him on our roster. 35 is Jonathan Greener.
$15 seconds left in this first quarter.
Seems to be a little malfunction there at the scores table. Coming into the game is number 10 for Wheaton North. That is Matthew Rebolos.
15 seconds left in this first quarter. The Hinsdale South Hornets are really going to have to adjust in order to take back this game. Now, there is a lot of game left, but there is a lot of game left, and Hinsdale South still has a chance to take back this game. In order to do that, coach is going to have a really good speech going into halftime and adjust a couple things in order to get this game.
Wheaton North up 24-9 with only 3 seconds left, looking to add on to this lead. They get it to Beamer. Channing, deep three, it's good! Just a cherry on top to close this first quarter. 27-9 at the end of the first quarter. And with that, we will take a short break. You're watching York Sports Network. We'd like to take this break to thank the 2024 Jack Tosh Holiday Classic sponsors. Thank you to Breakaway Basketball, Byline Bank, Cameo Dental, Chicago Super Coach LLC, and DJ Daniel. Second quarter action about to begin. Hinsdale South going with their starting lineup. Far rare, yet to sit this entire game, while Wheaton North has a mix of starters and bench players to start this second quarter.
Very slow start to this game here for the Hornets. Let's see what they can give to us in the second quarter.
Far rare tries to go up with it. Hardrick makes the floater there. Schlickman brings up the ball for Wheaton North. Makes no good on the shot. DeVille with the rebound there. Far rare to DeVille. Oglesby trapped in the corner. Steps out there. Turnover by Oglesby. Wheaton North basketball. Schlickman bringing up the ball for Wheaton North. Gets it to Beamer. Out to Channing. He's the leading scorer so far for Wheaton North. McKay spins. No good on the layup. Rebound Alexander. Alexander stepped out there. Wheaton North basketball. John, if Hinsdale South wants to get back in this game, what do they have to do?
Well, they have to do a lot of things. They have to have very hard defense here on the Wheaton North Falcons, but they also got to do well on offense too. You know, they are good at passing around, but they aren't good at driving good into the paint, trying to get those layups. They do have a lot of good three-point shooters on the team, and I'm going to recant that statement about not getting down into the paint as they just did.
Alexander good on the layup there. Schlickman to McKay. Beamer with it now, gets it to McKay. Schlickman calling for it in the corner, doesn't get it. McKay. 32 going to work on Alexander. Gets it to McKay. McKay. Channing for three, just over. Far rare with the rebound. Gets it to Oglesby. Oglesby gets it to Hardrick, to DeVille. DeVille, no good on the three. Rebound, Schlickman. Schlickman going coast to coast, guarded by Oglesby. Gets it to Channing. Gilmore, McKay to Schlickman. McKay with the screen. Hardrick tips it there, out on Hardrick, remains Wheaton North ball.
Great defense there by the Hornets, really making sure that he can't get those layups, having at least 3 people down there.
Schlickman gets it to Gilmore. Gilmore goes up with it. He's fouled. No good on the shot, but he's going to the line for 2. Gilmore looking to get his first points on the day.
Not a very high-scoring game here from the Hinsdale Central side. They're really going to have to make a change here.
Gilmore, good on the first one. Coming in the game is Deirdrick for Farrer. Farrer getting his first rest of the game. Gilmore, good on the second. He goes 2 for 2 on the line. Deirdrick takes the inbound, gets it to Taville. Out to Oglesby. Oglesby with it now. Hinsdale South's got to get it cross half. They do. Gets it to Hardrick. Hardrick to Taville. Taville from 3. No good. Rebound Schlickman. Schlickman pushing the pace. Coast to coast. Gets it down low to Beamer. Beamer goes up with it. No good. And with the second chance points, Bell Gilmore there.
Tall man on that team, easily able to tower over all his defenders and get in that layup. Score 31-13 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Hardrick gets it down low to Alexander. Blocked by McKay. Oglesby gets the pass there. Deirdrick to Taville. Taville drives baseline, dumps it down low to Alexander. Alexander up with it, no good, but he's fouled, going to the charity stripe for 2. Foul on Schlickman. Alexander at the line. Makes the first. Coming in for Wheaton North is number 2, Ryder Froby. Number 10, Matthew Rabels. Alexander trying to go 2 for 2 from the line. And he does. He makes the second. Froby bringing it up.
Looking all around. McKay passes it down to 20. Looking for anybody now.
Gets it to McKay. McKay goes to the paint. Pushed. Foul on Hardrick.
He will go to the baseline. Pushing it out is number 10, Matthew Rabales.
Farrer coming back into the game for Hardrick. Again, running this box play, looking to get it to Channing. They get it to McKay down low. Fouled there by Deirdrick.
Good defense here by the Hornets. Unfortunately, just fouled.
McKay now at the line for 2. Both these teams racking up the fouls in the second quarter. First quarter was relatively clean, but both these teams picking it up in this second quarter. McKay misses the first one. McKay goes 1 for 2 at the stripe. Deirdrick to DeVille. Oglesby. Cross-court pass to DeVille. Deirdrick. Oglesby. Stolen by Froby. Foul called there on Froby. Hinsdale South struggling against this 1-2-2 press trap by Wheaton North.
Wheaton foul number 2, Ryder Froby, that's his first, team's third.
Deirdrick to DeVille. Oglesby now with it, looking to get it cross half. He does, gets it to Farrer, down low to Alexander, back to Farrer. Farrer goes up with it. No good. Rebound Alexander. He goes up with it. Travel called as he loses his footing. Ray Bowles bringing the ball up. Now with it is Froby. Gets it to D6. Going in is Channing. No good on the layup. Gets his own rebound. Mid-range is good. Channing getting 2 points there on the second chance points. Oglesby gets it to Taville. Taville all the way to Alexander. Alexander still trapped. Deirdrick now in the paint. No good on the layup. Rebounds his miss. Passes it to Alexander, but he's fouled first.
Comparing the first quarter and the second quarter, the Hornets are definitely doing a better job getting down in the paint, making sure if they see a teammate down there struggling, getting double teamed, that there is at least one teammate down there ready to catch that pass and get that layup.
Deirdrick good on the first. Checking in for Wheaton North is number 11, Matthew Beamer, and number 23, that is Alexander Zielinski. Deirdrick misses the second, goes 1 for 2 from the line. Froby. Channing to Froby. Froby gets it to Beamer. Beamer in the high post. Gets it to Zielinski. Zielinski now drives to Froby. Froby down low to Zielinski. Zielinski's good off the feed from Froby. Oglesby. Deep pass to Alexander. Alexander good for 2 off the beautiful feed from Oglesby. Channing now. Going to work on Taville. Off Taville's foot. Taville beats him to the ball, but Channing falls on it first. Over and back call there. Lynn checks in for Oglesby for Hinsdale South. Hinsdale South's ball inbound on the baseline.
Coach on the sideline trying to call a play.
Lynn with it now. Gets it to Farrer. Down to Deirdrick. Deirdrick. No good from 3. That one was half in. Zielinski to Ray Bowles. Ray Bowles to Channing. Channing working on Taville. Zielinski now. Gets it to Ray Bowles. Ray Bowles. Froby. Wheaton North struggling to get a shot up. They got to. Channing, deep 3. It's good!
Very close to that play. Shot clock ticking down, but they were easily able to knock down that 3, finding the open man in the corner.
Lynn tries to get it to Alexander. He's trapped. Deirdrick now going into the paint. Great pass there, but charge from Deirdrick. Great job there by Beamer just to get his feet set, take the charge, and force the turnover. Schlickman comes in for Channing. In comes Ben Gilmar for number 10, Matthew Ray Bowles. Schlickman to Gilmar. Gilmar to Froby. Zielinski tries to get it to Gilmar. Great steal there by Farrer. Lynn to Farrer. Farrer makes a man miss. Zielinski with the steal. Gets it to Schlickman. Schlickman can't handle the pass. Stolen by Farrer. Farrer gets it to Taville. Taville. Foul called there. Zielinski a little too handsy on his defense there.
Lots of fouls here by Wheaton North, especially down into the paint. It feels like every time this Hornets team, goes down in the paint, tries to make a play, there's always a foul, and they go up for 2.
Taville, first time at the line for him. Makes good on the first one, coming into the game is McQuade for Froby. Taville goes 2 for 2 from the line there. Hardrick comes in for Taville here. Schlickman gonna take it up for Wheaton North. He's been handling the point guard duties all day. Schlickman. Zielinski from 3. It's good! Zielinski, 5 points on the day, scoring off the bench at a high level.
Zielinski coming off the bench and easily being able to make those 3 from the corner.
Alexander goes up with it, no good. Rebounds is missed, and 1 there from Alexander. Great job there to finish through contact with the putback.
Another foul here by Wheaton North. Hornets going up for 2. Lots of fouls in the paint today.
Definitely has been physical down low between both teams. Alexander trying to complete the 3-point play here. And he does, making the free throw. Coming into the game is number 35, Jonathan Greener. Going to the bench is Grant Deirdrick. Schlickman, guarded by Lynn. He gets into the paint. Midi, no good. Rebound, Beamer. Beamer goes back up with it, and he's fouled. Beamer now going to the line for 2. Both teams now 1 foul away from being in the bonus. Beamer, good on the first one. Coming in is Deirdrick for Greener, and for Wheaton North, Zielinski and Ray Bowles check back in as Schlickman and McQuade go to the bench. Beamer, good on the second. Deirdrick, shot clock is off. Out of bounds there. Wheaton North's ball. Schlickman and McQuade coming back in as Zielinski and Ray Bowles go to the bench, and Greener back for Deirdrick. Those subs didn't last long. Wheaton North, no shot clock now. Has a chance to hold for the last shot. Let's see if they do. Gilmar, Schlickman. It's looking like they will. Wheaton North just passing the ball around. Milking this clock down. Trying to get the last shot before half. Schlickman guarded by Lynn. Calls for the screen. No answer. Gets it to Gilmar. Gilmar looking for an open man. Gets it to Schlickman. 5 seconds left. Schlickman's got to make something happen. He spins. Gets it down low. Oh, and hard foul from McQuade. Alexander jumped at the pump fake. A lot of contact there.
Alexander jumping over his head, knocking down McQuade here.
Alexander looking a little bit shaken up after that play. Refs trying to figure out what's going on. McQuade will go to the line no matter what foul it is, as Wheaton North is in the bonus. 3 shots labeled as a shooting foul. McQuade misses the first. Both teams just talking with their coaches as there's no time left on the clock. So after these free throws are over, the half will come to a close. And he misses the second. McQuade misses both. And that is how this first half is going to come to a close. Wheaton North up against Hinsdale South, leading 44-23. You're watching York Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to the 50th annual Jack Tosh tournament in this Consolation Elite 8 round. I'm Griffin Hanna. Joined with me is John Scalzitti. And before the second half action gets underway, we would like to thank our sponsors of the 2024 Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Thank you to Elmhurst Airborne Basketball, Elmhurst Baseball and Softball, Elmhurst Eagles Football, Elmhurst Photo Boutique, and Emptis. McKay inbounds it to Schlickman. Schlickman going to work on Oglesby. Gets it to Gilmore. Channing with it. Beamer. Down low. Tries to get it down low to Gilmore, but can't. Great defense there by Deirdrick. John, what do the Hornets have to do to get back in this game in this second half?
Well, they started doing it in the second quarter, playing lots of hard defense when Wheaton North is down in the paint, and Wheaton North did respond very kindly. They just got to make sure to not keep it too physical. They do have a lot of players on the team do have a foul or two, so they got to keep the physicalness down, but the defense still needs to be good, just not too physical for them.
Well said. Definitely a lot of fouls in that second quarter as one gets called there. Deirdrick called on the foul. Wheaton North will inbound it off the baseline. Schlickman to take the inbound. Wheaton North running this box play that they've been running for every inbound. Gets it, tries to get down low by McKay. Stolen by Deirdrick. Taville. Gets it to Farrer. No good. Alexander. Doing his Oglesby to Farrer, surveying the defense. Gets it down low to Alexander. Alexander steps out. Wheaton North basketball.
Farrer doesn't have a whole lot of points. Doesn't have any points in the first half and now, but he is good at playing defense, keeping him down in the paint, so that if Wheaton North tries to make those layups, he's down there ready to block it. We did see a few blocks from him in that first half.
Like you said, Farrer doesn't have any points on the day so far, but he was such a crucial role in their win 2 days ago on Saturday. Oglesby, cross-court pass to Taville. Taville, no good from three. Rebound, Schlickman. Schlickman pushing the pace. Gets it to Gilmore. Gilmore attacking Farrer. Up with it, no good. Rebound, Gilmore. Another offensive rebound. And he's good with his third shot of the same possession.
Lots of great blocks coming from Hinsdale South down in the paint. He blocked two of their shots, just couldn't block the third one.
Hinsdale South has to box out. Too many offensive rebounds already in this second half.
Yeah, many blocks down, many blocks by Hinsdale South down in the paint, making sure that making sure that Wheaton North doesn't get those easy layups, but also a lot of three-pointers haven't been shot from both of these teams. Every team playing defense, making sure that if there's easy points that they aren't taken by anyone.
We'd like to take this break to thank our 2024 Jack Tosh Holiday Classic sponsors. Thank you to Every Single Day Basketball, Howard Customs, ICI Bills, Knights Basketball, and Lockdown Basketball.
We appreciate all those sponsors keeping the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic running for the past 50 years.
Oglesby surveying the D, gets it to Taville. Deirdrick tries to get it to Oglesby. He saves it from going out of bounds. Alexander steps out again. Alexander's been struggling with that today. Whenever he tries to drive baseline, he's got to be careful of his feet.
Oglesby putting his body out on the line to make sure that pass doesn't go out of bounds. Passed it to his teammate, but unfortunately hit his foot and went out anyways.
McKay. Down low to Gilmore. Gilmore gets blocked by Taville. Great defense there as Oglesby gets the steal.
Lots of tall players on this Hinsdale South Hornets team.
Knocked out there by one of Wheaton North's players checking in the game. is Alexander Zielinski. Coming out is Ben Gilmore. DeVille to take the inbound. Looks to get it to Oglesby. He does. Oglesby getting trapped in the backcourt. Deirdrick with it now. Tries to get it to Alexander. He does. Alexander up with it for the 2. Great finish there by Alexander.
Good defense, not very good defense played by Hinsdale South there. They got to make sure that those easy layups aren't taken.
Alexander, coast to coast after getting the steal. Schlickman steals it.
Was about to fall out of bounds. He's trying to look for anybody there and just couldn't find anyone.
Schlickman good on the little baby hook there. Deirdrick gets it to Taville. Back to Deirdrick. Oglesby. Down to Alexander. Alexander, Farrer can't handle the pass. Deirdrick's there to pick up the loose ball. Farrer almost gets the and 1 to go, but he's going for the stripe for 2. That ball was halfway down before it rimmed out.
Good positioning there by Farrer, really trying to make sure that any possible chance he can get down in that paint to score points, he takes it. Just unfortunately got blocked.
Farrer, good on the first. Coming in for Hinsdale South is Hardrick. Out goes Alexander. Coming in for Wheaton North is Froby and Ray Bowles. Going out is Channing and McKay.
Not a lot of players on both sides of the ball with huge point numbers. You know, they've been, really pushing the load on every player on, both teams. But, one name on both teams you got to look out for is number 3 for Hinsdale South, Jermaine Alexander, and number 20 on the Falcons, William Channing. They both have 13 points currently.
Shot doesn't go there, but Zielinski with the rebound. Schlickman, no good from deep. Deirdrick with the rebound. He's going coast to coast. Gets it to Farrer, outlet to Oglesby. No points on the day yet for Oglesby. Tries to get it to Farrer, but over his head. Like you said, only 2 players in double digits so far. Both teams definitely sharing the love when it comes to scoring. Full timeout by Hinsdale South. We would like to take this timeout to thank the 2024 Jack Tosh Holiday Classic sponsors. Thank you to Lucio Digital Coaching Tools, LW Reedy Real Estate, Mama Maria's Pizza, the Martucci family, and MC Squared. John, what do you want to see from Hinsdale South coming out of this timeout?
Well, I want to see, the main thing I want to see is, more scoring. They are playing very great defense, but they aren't able to get, those points from the 3-point line and down in the paint. Now, to their, they are getting a lot of fouls. There are a lot, they were being very, Wheaton North was being very physical down in the paint and out by the 3-point line, each player having at least 2 fouls that are currently playing right now. So if they really want to get back into this game, they're going to have to, keep playing man-to-man pressure on defense, but also in any open chance that they get on offense, they have to take it.
Well said. Schlickman with it for Wheaton North. Oglesby steals it from Schlickman. He goes to the lane. No good. Rebound by Hardrick. Zielinski with the steal there. Wheaton North basketball.
Great steal there by Oglesby. Just wasn't fast enough to get down and make that layup. That's a crucial, those are the points that they need.
Schlickman with it. Trying to make something happen. He spins. Great backdoor by number 10, and he finishes off the glass for the easy 2. Matthew Rabels there with great awareness.
Great shot there by Wheaton North.
Oglesby gets it to DeVille. DeVille to Deirdrick. Deirdrick. Farrer can't handle the pass. He saves it. But DeSanto was there.
Farrer running out of bounds, trying to get that ball out to one of his teammates. There was just no teammates open. Wheaton North Wheaton North plays very good defense whenever that ball is about to go out. They always make sure that there are no open players on Hinsdale south side to get those balls, to get that ball.
Ferobi, no good. Rebound, Deirdrick. Oglesby pushing the pace. Far rare in transition. Stolen by Ferobi. Ferobi, great job there to get a hand on that ball. Schlickman from 3, no good. Rebound, Far rare. Looking to push the pace, just dumps it down to Hardrick. Far rare, coast to coast with it. Gets it to Taville, down low to Far rare. Far rare up with it, and it's good.
Farrell getting fouled on the N1, but still able to make those layups. 2 minutes left in the third quarter, score 52-27. Lots of fouls. Oh, my bad, everybody. Score 50-27. Not very, oh, they keep changing the score on me here.
Far rare at the stripe for one more.
The score currently 29-50. Farrer easily able to make those, to get down in the paint, make those layups, and also get very good defensive plays.
Score now 50-30. Wheaton North with a 20-point lead with 2 minutes left to play in this third quarter. McKay gets it to Beamer. Outlet to Froby. McKay now. Gilmar to Channing. Gilmar. Froby. Froby back to Gilmar. Gets it to Froby in the corner. He drives. McKay from 3. No good, but he's fouled. Almost a 4-point play there, but McKay will go to the line for 3. Foul there by number 20, Christian Hardrick.
Christian Hardrick not liking that call. He didn't think he did something wrong, but the refs clearly saw something else. Channing will go to the line for 2.
Limited contact there on the shot, but Hardrick was in the landing space of McKay, which always will be called a foul. As McKay is good on the first shot.
Hinsdale South here is going to really have to make some changes going down into the fourth quarter with just 1:37 left. They are now down by 22. Channing going up for 3.
Trying to complete this 3-point. He's good, goes 3 for 3 from the free throw line there. Expanding this lead now to 23. Lynn gets it to Seville. Deirdrick now, back to Lynn. Lynn's trapped in the corner. Great defense by Wheaton North. Great pass there by Lynn to split the double team and get it to Hardrick. Hardrick now with 6 points on the day.
Very hard defense there on Colton Lynn. He was just able to get out in between those defenders and find his man down in the paint.
Great steal there by Alexander, but it's blocked by Beamer. Beamer looks like he had so confident in his defense there. Looks like he had the block all the way, even with Lynn trying to make a move.
Great block there by Matthew Beamer. Easily able to tower over Lynn. Lynn only being 5'8" and Beamer being over 6 foot.
Schlickman out to Channing. Channing no good from 3. Gilmar with the rebound. Gilmar goes up with it. Can't get it to go. Rebound Deirdrick. Gets it to Alexander. Alexander to Taville. Taville outlet to Lynn. Lynn from 3. No good. Rebound Beamer. Channing. Gilmar receives the screen from Beamer. Now Channing with it. Gilmar trying to make something happen. Shot clock winding down. McKay drives baseline. Foul called on Hardrick. Hardrick disagrees with the call once again.
Many fouls here today. Each starting player for number 20 for Hinsdale. Christian Hardrick, his got taken out of the game, but he did have 4 fouls. Lots of fouls here on this Hinsdale South team.
One more foul, and Hardrick will be out of this game. Lynn bringing the ball up after the Wheaton North score. Deirdrick now with it. Can't get the last shot up. That's the end of the third quarter. Wheaton North leading 55-32. You're watching York Sports Network. Before fourth quarter action gets underway, we would like to thank the sponsors of the 2024 Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Thank you to Midwest Cardiovascular Institute, Roberto's, State Farm Mike Callahan, 3-Level Basketball Training, and the York Athletic Boosters. Both teams talking it over, taking every last moment of this quarter break. John, what do you think Hinsdale is talking about in their huddle?
Well, they're talking about how, they need to keep working through the fouls, especially from Wheaton North. There have been a lot of fouls down in the paint. So, maybe the coach is talking about, instead of going down in the paint, try to look for those players that are outside on that 3-point line. Even though those fouls will help get them higher, like in the score, they just need to get as many points as possible.
Well said. Channing from deep, no good. Rebound, Alexander pushing the pace, going coast to coast. He goes up with it, and he's fouled by Schlickman. Alexander going to the line for 2.
Both teams' top scorers, Cal McKay and number 20, Christian Hardrick, back in the game. Those are the key players that are keeping their team alive currently right now. More points yet to come for both sides.
Alexander up to 14. He's the leading scorer for Hinsdale South. Trying to make it 15 on the night. One of the few bright spots for this Hinsdale South team in this game. And he's good on the second, going 2 for 2 at the line. Great. Hinsdale South loving what they're seeing from the line as they're easy points with no time coming off the clock. Schlickman, backdoor feed to Ray Bowles. Schlickman back with it. Guarded tightly by Lynn.
Great thing about Lynn is that he does very hard defense without getting too many fouls. He only has 1 foul on today's game. No points, unfortunately, but he does make up for it in his defensive play.
Beamer good on the layup there. Lynn gets it to Taville. Back to Deirdrick. Lynn with it. Now he's trapped. Wheaton North back into this 1-2-2 trap. Farrer called for the charge there. McKay with his feet set.
2 players on both sides of the ball, good offensively and defensively. Lynn doesn't have any points right now, but he does make up for it in his defensive play. Also, Farrer on Hinsdale South only has 6 points on the day, no fouls, but he does also make that up like Lynn in his defensive play.
Alexander took a hard foul there after going for the loose ball. Remains Wheaton North basketball, the out of bounds. Channing to take the inbound.
We'll see what Wheaton North can do here. They are down a lot.
McKay surveying the D. Goes right. Gets it to Froby. Beamer to Schlickman. Out to Channing. Channing thought about the 3. Doesn't take it. Beamer working in the post. Tries to get a Ray Bowles. He does. Schlickman with it at the top of the key. 3 seconds left. Turn around, Jay. Bang, bang, bang. Beautiful three there from Schlickman with the shot clock winding down.
Faymore and Alexander are playing very hard defense on Schlickman. They almost had the ball, but Alexander couldn't hold on to it.
Deirdrick answers right back from Schlickman's three, keeping this game within grasp. 13-point lead for for Wheaton North over Hinsdale South. And with that, you're watching York Sports Network. Six minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Schlickman bringing up the ball for Wheaton North. Seeing what he can do. He spins. Gets it to Channing. Channing, deep three. No good. Foul called there on McKay. Loose ball foul. Little push there while going for the rebound. Deirdrick to take the inbound here. Gets it to Taville. Out called there. Wheaton North basketball.
Hard defense here by Hinsdale South. You know, number 10 for them, Colton Lynn, playing very hard defense on the point guard, Schlickman.
Lynn undersized but makes up for it with his effort. Schlickman, guarded by Lynn, gets it down low to McKay. Blocking foul call on Deirdrick there.
Faymore and Lynn being easily one of their best defenders on this Hinsdale South team, just can't get the ball into the bucket.
Hardrick coming into the game for Deirdrick. Both players in foul trouble here. Gonna have to be careful of that. They get it to Channing. Channing back to Schlickman. Schlickman from three, no good. Rebound to Ville.
Been a lot of fouls here on Hardrick. He's got to be very careful on his, these last 5 minutes of the game, making sure that he doesn't, foul anybody on this Wheaton North team.
Great finish there by Alexander, hanging in the air, going up and under the Wheaton North defender. McKay tries to get it down low, stolen by Farrare. Farrare up to Alexander. Alexander dumps it off to Hardrick. Great pass there from Alexander as Hardrick finishes the play.
Farrare being down in the paint, ready for any loose ball that comes to him. Easily passing to Alexander and then Hardrick to make that easy layup.
Schlickman, he's good from three. Schlickman heating up in the second quarter from deep.
Unfortunately, Colton Lynn's undersized height is very dangerous for Schlickman here, easily able to shoot over him.
Schlickman now in double digits with 14 points. He's the leading scorer of this Wheaton North team. And with that, we'll take a short break. You're watching York Sports Network. With that, fourth quarter action is ready to be resumed with the 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go.
Haven't seen a lot of substitutions in this fourth quarter here as we saw in the first and second. The points were being distributed out between, both teams, but now as we get into the later final minutes of this fourth quarter, hasn't been a lot of substitutions. Mostly players who started at the beginning of this game are starting now.
Lynn, no good on the reverse layup. They get it down low to Beamer. Beamer finishes high off the glass there for the two.
Lynn being a great defender up front with the point guard. Schlickman is not very good down in the paint.
Stolen there by Ray Bowles. Ray Bowles going down into the lane. No good. Schlickman tries with the putback. He can't get it. Rebound, Hardrick. Lynn pushing the pace. Gets it down low to Farrare. Farrare can't handle the pass. Turnover there. Looks like Hinsdale South is emptying their bench. Checking into the game for Hinsdale South is number 25, Hamza Trutling. Number 22, Nico Therapos. Number 24, Noah Therapos. Number 12, Chase Edwards. And number 23, Nas Yakub.
Lynn trying to pass to Farrar. Farrar was not ready for the pass, but after the play, Alexander talking to Lynn saying, man, I was open. I was in the corner. I was ready for that ball. Lynn apologizing, emptying out their entire bench here. 3 minutes.
Ray Bowles to take the inbound here.
3 minutes and 10 seconds left in this fourth quarter.
Gets it to Ray Bowles. Ray Bowles receives the screen, driving right. Gets it to Froby. Froby working in the high post. Has to go up with it. He's fouled with the shot right before the buzzer. 22, Nico Therapos, unhappy with the call there.
Unfortunate for them. And they did Hinsdale South emptying out their entire bench. None of these players have played a single minute in this game. We'll see how it goes from here.
Wheaton North now checking in their bench. Entering for Wheaton North is number 21, Luke Brackman. Number 1, Abundi Bashir. Number 21, Luke Brackman. Number 5, Luke Boba. And number 33, Henry Williams. Also joining the Wheaton North lineup is number 24. That is Jeffrey Syme.
Lots of bench players coming off the bench to enter into this fourth quarter. Score being 41-66. Maybe the coach for the Wheaton North side realized that they're down too much of a deficit here, that they're just giving every player the minutes that they want. Not many tall players being out on the court right now for both sides of the ball.
Stolen by Boba. Boba coast to coast. He finishes. Luke Boba getting his first points of the day. Smiles on the Wheaton North bench as their players are getting some valuable minutes. Rebounded by Williams. Taking up is Bashir. Bashir gives it to Williams. Looking to do something with it. Bashir. Back to Williams. Back to Bashir. They're playing a game of catch. Boba with it.
Wheaton trying to wind down as much time as they can, just passing as many times as they can up at the three-point line.
Foul called on Brackman there. Number 12, Chris Chino comes in for number 24, Jeffrey Syme.
Only 6 seconds left on the shot clock. If they want to make a play, they better make one now.
Bashir. Bashir has to shoot it. Just short.
Unfortunate for them. Very too low of a deficit here. We'll see how these bench players for Wheaton North handle all this pressure.
Down 29, Hinsdale South. Chances of coming back are looking bleak as it's just a minute and 30 left to go. 25. 22, down to 23. Hinsdale South moving the ball around. Trying to combat this zone defense. Therapos, no good on the 3. Rebound, Jakob. Jakob will go to the line for 2 as he's fouled on the way up.
Many players down in the paint on the Wheaton North team. He's an unfortunate foul for them as number 23 for Hinsdale Central, Naz Ya will make 2 points.
Mas Jakob misses the first. Coming back into the game for Wheaton North is Jeffrey Syme. Checking out is number 21. That's Luke Brackman. Coach Dave Brackman making sure every player gets a chance on the court tonight. Jakob makes the second, going 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Their scoring efforts coming in a little too late. Bashir, Williams. Williams loses his handle, gives it to Bashir. Once again, Williams with it, gives it to Brackman. Now, Boba with it. Brackman can't handle the pass. Coming in for Wheaton North is number 21. That's Luke Brackman. Going out is Luke Boba.
Brackman not ready for the pass. Wheaton ball. Like you said, scoring efforts coming in way too late for this Hinsdale South team. We'll see what they can do here on offense.
Stolen by Wheaton North. They're pushing the pace. Shot clock is turned off. You wonder if they might just hold. Bashir with it now. Hinsdale South not giving up yet. Brackman from 3, no good. Rebound Williams. Williams goes up with it, can't get it to go. Gets it up to Jakob. Now to Therapos. 25, that's Trutling with it. Gives it to the other Therapos. His shot won't go. And with that, Wheaton North beats Hinsdale South with a score of 68-42. For YSN, I've been Griffin Hanna. Joined alongside me is John Scalzitti. Thank you for watching. This has been York Sports Network.